Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Seth and Beth Wedding Photography Podcast. How are you, babe?
I'm awesome. How are you, babe?
I love you.
I love you.
You turn the ringer off on that phone.
I'm glad we're here together today.
I am too. We're here in our gorgeous podcast studio here in Akron, Ohio. Technically, it's Richfield, but we love AK Rowdy. We are a husband and wife photography duo. We've been doing this a long time.
Oh my gosh. What movie is that from?
It's from Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, I think we saw that together.
Crazy ass movie. Stanley Kubrick.
I probably fell asleep.
Vietnam. Lots of killing. I digress.
We're not here to talk about that. You know why we're here, man?
Tell me why.
Well, we just came off an awesome weekend where we got to be a part of a tremendous experience, an incredible fundraiser with two awesome planners in Columbus, Michelle Tancreed and Jennifer Drew from STR.
I know. When they do the I can never keep the acronyms together. STR events. But the fundraiser was called A Thread of Hope. Mm-hmm. It was so great. Shall I go into it?
Yeah.
Look up STR's Instagram so we can talk about that. But while I go into this, so about every couple times a year, Beth and I decide to donate our services. We really are in this game to get beautiful people, wonderful families, beautiful photos. I know it's weird to say and maybe it sounds cliche that like, oh, you're obviously in this for money. Well, we have to pay for things in this world. But we absolutely love working with amazing clients, and this is one of them. This was a mixing pot of a lot of incredibly amazing and astounding people, all put behind one cause. So the foundation is called A Thread of Hope. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think the foundation is called Sam's Fans.
Sam's
and
Fans.
And the event is called A Thread of Hope.
Thank you, Beth.
You're welcome.
The event that we donated our services to is a celebration and a fundraiser for Sam's Fans. Is that
okay,
right?
So there's this beautiful woman's boutique in Columbus
Called Thread. There's one that I go to the most. It's on Grandview Avenue next to the Avenue in downtown Grandview down by Stoff's and Jenny's. And how would you describe it? Definitely a boutique women's clothier.
Oh, wow.
You hear I did that? They have.
It's like the cutest clothes you've ever seen, ever. Like
Ever.
when you see those cute Instagram feeds of people wearing the cutest clothes you've ever seen, you just go to like this one store and that's where you get it.
Okay.
So it's like, that's what, okay. So, but anyway, so the owner,
Miranda,
her best friend,
Nikki.
This is like sad. This is everyone's worst nightmare if you have a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Nikki's child had cancer and lost her life to cancer.
That's right. However, while getting treated, she found a lot of happiness and joy with a program where, what do they call it? Music therapy.
Music therapy.
So
you have occupational therapy, you have physical therapy.
Music therapy.
This is music therapy.
So her daughter just lit up when people would come into her, I guess obviously that's sort of a desolate hospital room, and bring a guitar, a ukulele, a piano, or whatever.
Even like those rain sticks. I saw like rain sticks. There's so many different musical instruments out there that can be soothing and provide, but it's all about whoever is receiving the music therapy. It's like what they connect to. So like in the story, through the story, we learned that like everyone's different, what they connect to and what music, like just like how you like complete different music than I do. You like screaming death metal. I like 90s country or like coffee shop music. So like what would bring us happiness is different.
I digress. So this gal, Nikki, the mom, just really loved the idea of this music therapy and started a foundation to get music therapy into more places.
And it was Miranda too. Miranda said after Sam passed away, she was like, listen, like if my store works out, if Thread works out, dang it, we're going to do something in honor of Sam. And so that's how they created the foundation. And now they're 5 years into having, what would you call that? Like a gala? Like that's what
I would just call it a fundraising event.
Yeah.
Nikki and Miranda, if you see this podcast and we're totally butchering a story, just like,
oh my gosh,
let
please
us know.
Comment below.
You guys suck. No, but listen, but that's not the point of it. Like, we were very new to this. I mean, we were very new. We're incredibly busy. We're very productive in October, so like this happened upon us, and I would say that I wish I would have known more about it going in. However, it was an astounding fundraising event.
Because it's not a normal fundraising event, Seth. It's not like where like there's a silent auction and you have dinner and then you get some drinks and then you go home. It's different than that. So because Thread is so awesome in what they do, that there is a fashion presentation at the end. And that's the first time Seth and I have ever photographed a fashion presentation like that, like a fashion show. And wow.
Let me set the scene. So 500 amazingly dressed people show up. There's tons of booze, Watershed Distillery, obviously
Brew
donates.
Dog, water, all of the...
It's very, very fancy and beautiful. We used our Giphy photo booth that we bring in for weddings, which is a smash hit. And on the podcast, I can put some examples of the gifts. But regardless,
What's the name of the venue?
I don't remember.
It was at the Exchange.
The Exchange in Dublin.
Bridgewater.
Yeah, the Exchange in Dublin. It's beautiful. And so they did have a silent auction, which was wonderful. Beautiful scene. They showed, which we're in love with, they showed a story of one of the music therapists and sort of her journey into like going into children's. And of course, gosh, it's tough. You know, you see these kids who have it much, much more difficult than us in life and how they respond to music therapy. And sure enough, so obviously my favorite part of the evening is just like, they do this where like they have like a thermometer, right, Beth? What did they call that?
Yeah, wait, I wrote it down so we would know. That was called... Is it called a heart thermometer?
Basically, you know, Miranda gets up there and they just start saying, listen, for every $45 or $75 you donate, that is a ukulele that someone can use to help a kid. And I guess if the kid like attaches to the music, they hand the cancer kid a ukulele. And so next thing you know, it's like, oh, that really counts. So they basically have like this thermometer and you can donate. Oh my God, donations are so easy now. They do the app and it's just like, just take my money,
right?
And then they congratulate big donors, and then like I think it wasn't the jewelry guy. What's his name?
DC Johnson.
He just throws $5,000 like it's nothing at this project. Their goal was 30,000, and the story goes, I'm talking 30,000. Like they're trying to raise.
It was actually 25,
yeah,
and so at the last second they're like, maybe we should change it, make it 30.
So like they were nervous even trying to make it 25 or 30,000. They hit 30,000. It must have took about 7 minutes. I mean, you got a room full of people who really care. Of course, they hit you with the media of like the cancer kids and their ukuleles. Is like, yeah, it's
the
just
children with cancer.
Right. Oh, what do I call it? Cancer kids?
Yeah,
that's not what you say.
Children with cancer.
Sorry. Anyway, so but yeah, they show the video and you're just like so enticed. Meanwhile, like.
Oh, you're forgetting about the fireworks on stage.
Well, some DJs are doing this now at weddings. They have these boxes. And out of the top, so they sit on the ground, and out of the top, like sparks fly out upwards of 12 feet in the air. But the weird part is, which I haven't figured out, I have a PhD in chemistry, I can't figure this out, Beth. They are not hot.
They're not
glowing
they're
light.
Fireworks.
I'll show pictures
that aren't hot.
It's fireworks that you can put your hand right in. I don't understand. They definitely smoke up the top, and meanwhile I'm thinking, they're going to burn this place down.
So as the more people would donate, the fireworks grew taller and taller. And then once they hit their goal, it was like, ah.
So they hit their $30,000 goal at this little like rally. And they said that they hit that in a matter of minutes. That was the amount of money they raised. Like, was it all of the first couple years? I mean, it was like they smashed all their records. And I'm like, next year this should be like 50 or 60,000.
So in the 5 years that this fundraiser has been going on,
foundation, right?
Yeah. They have been able to raise $250,000.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they have established a music therapy program in every single children. Oh. And now they're going outside of Ohio. And they're going to establish music therapy programs outside in children's hospitals.